Hello guys, it's me again, David Ingleby, and in this video I'm going to talk to you whilst I iron. To be honest, I'm going to talk to you about yesterday's parade. Yesterday I went on parade. I was standard bearing for British Legion as they were invited to Padiham on parade. And it was a pretty good day, to be honest. We marched down from the War Memorial to the Town Hall, where they told the Colour Party and the Civic Party to fall out, and then the cadets and the vets carried on marching for a little bit further. They ended up going to a tent, so I'm glad we got fallen out, to be honest with you. Whilst we were there, we were doing another little service in front of the town hall, and bloody hell. And one of the air cadets from 352 Burnley Squadron almost fell over from don't know what from. The standard bearer, however, from the Royal Marine Cadets, the Burnley Royal Marine Cadets, she almost fell over as well. Staff went to see how she was, made sure she was okay, whatnot. She said she was fine. She didn't fall over in the end, thankfully. So if she did, she'd have bonked Flight Sergeant from 352 on his head. Or one of the scouts. She'd been, to be honest, it would have been funny to watch, not very funny to deal with. So obviously it's going to work, whoever she bonked. Thankfully she didn't bonk anyone, so it's all good. Everything's all good. We're in Wedgwoods, which is a light blue shirt. Well, I was anyway. As far as I'm aware, 352 were as well, but they had jumpers on. I don't know why, Muppets. But we had to wear Geltex because it started off with a bit of rain, so it was a bit miserable. Initially we weren't. The people I went with, Michael Sutcliffe and his wife Christine Sutcliffe, we were like, oh, why not parade the standard, because it's a bit wet and it's a pain backside to dry out. So I almost wasn't parading, so I wasn't falling in with the rank to 352. Ugh, horrible folk from Burnley. Don't know what they've been up to, do you? Weirdos. You didn't hear that if you're from Burnley. I absolutely love you. The judo clubs in Burnley, so I suppose I have to be somewhat kind. But yeah, it was a good day. We were marching down the main street, I assume, and I was at because I had a Legion standard. I was at the front of the parade, the Union standard, and the bloke with the Padiham Legion standard. We should have been like that, marching along. The dude, so this is me. This is the other Legion bloke. I'm marching along in a straight line. He's like this next to me. Which was pretty funny, to be honest. So I'm trying to stay in line with me. He's like this. He's 1 minute he's over here, 1 minute he's over there. Oh, it was funny. But you know, at least you're getting out. You know, seeing them old mates and all that lot. It's good. I enjoy going on parade. I enjoy marching, flag waving. Best part. And as you already all know, I like drill anyway, so it don't make that much of a difference for me. It's just a sort of improvement upon your drill, if you get what I mean. You're marching as you're forced to stay in step, unless you want to look like scruff bags. And all when we halted at the town hall to fall out the Colour Party and the Civic Party, that when they set off again, all the cadets were out of step. Every single one of them. It was so funny to watch them walk past. They all got into step, which is a good thing, but to start with, they're all out of step. I'm just like, oh god, I'm glad I'm not in there. I'm glad I didn't fall in with your ranks, Burnley. Horrible place. Nah, it's not. Then parade was done. Some girl sang a hymn on her own. Good voice, but I feel sorry for having to sing a hymn. Mainly because I'm not religious, as you all already know. I'm not a God-fearing man. But he is. Even though in the cadet price it says, I will do my duty to God and the Queen. Yes. I don't think God would be very happy with me, to be honest with you. I don't believe yet I'm doing a duty towards him that I don't even know what I'm doing, so. Worst one's church parades, oh God. I go into church and I'm a sweaty person anyway. If it's hot. If the sun's out, whew, chances are I'm probably sweaty. But you go into a church, I sweat even more. It's awful, absolutely awful. So thankfully yesterday there was no church parade. Because the last church parade I was standard bearing at, I mucked up. Because no one told me what to do. And my first church parade where I was flag waving. So I instead of stopping at the door, the first door, like I was supposed to, I stopped at the entrance. No one told me this until afterwards. So I said it's okay. We just had a laugh and a joke about it. So, to be quite honest with you, the people that were organising that one didn't really know what to do with the standard bearer anyway. So they probably thought, oh yeah, that's normal, isn't it? So I got lucky on that one. I won't do it again though. Don't you worry. I won't muck up again. Yeah. I got tea. I got a pot of tea and bacon butty. Bacon butty was well good. Much deserved if you ask me. Because those Legion standards are quite heavy. We had to do, due to wet and muddy conditions, dip standard, which is instead of going up, out, round, down, you go up, down, 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 until you're holding it perpendicular to your body. And you're like this, and you're oh my arm, oh! And we were stood there for 2 minutes whilst he played, what's it called? Not Reveille, Last Post. Whilst he played the Last Post. And then Reveille played, and I was like, yes, thank God for that. I put it back in the bloody holder. Well hurt. Luckily though, you're allowed to move your arms so you can support it, so you can be like, much better. I remember seeing Cadet Flight Sergeant from 352, he's like this all the time. I'm just like, yeah, that's because you've got a cadet standard, not a Legion standard. Because the cadet ones are so much lighter, it's unbelievable. Honestly, I've gone from carrying a Legion one to carrying a cadet one and thinking, bloody hell, I'm glad. It's a good job that some of the people at my squadron don't carry the Legion one. They would not be able to do it at all. I remember at last year's Remembrance Sunday Parade in Nelson, I was carrying the Union standard, the Union Jack. Now that's the standard, the flag bit itself is slightly larger and heavier than the Legion one. Only slightly, but still quite significant. And we were marching down. I think it was on Railway Street. I can't remember whereabouts we were, but we were marching along. I'd already done 2 other parades early with Legion standard, so that was heavy as. And then to do a 3rd parade with the Union standard, whew, my arms were knackered. Almost dropped the Union standard on the bloke next to me's head, and I was like, whoopsie daisies. Luckily no one saw it, so I got away with it. But it is really heavy. I did enjoy carrying it, doing all the rest of it. It's just really hard, that's all. But a challenge is good. One should always try to push themselves as much as possible. Hence, I do a lot of sport. I do cadets. I do want to do more sport actually. I need to look into it, to be honest. I want to take up jiu-jitsu because from what I've heard it's very, very similar to judo. The only difference is like there's still there's punches and stuff in it. Strikes. Because judo is jiu-jitsu without the strikes. And obviously like standing arm locks, stuff like that, wrists, all sorts. And it is very similar, but it's also very different, if you know what I mean. And I would like to take it up because it's more self-defense than judo. Seeing the only way judo could be self-defense is if someone came up behind you. At which point I would then use a throw called Ippon Shinagi. That's only to put their arm on my shoulder though. But is that I have done judo to people before, outside of judo for reasons, and it does work, but it isn't a typical, it's not easy to defend yourself with, if you know what I mean. If someone's throwing punches at you, unless you can catch that fist, it's going to be hard. But yeah, I would like to take up another sport. If I can, I will. If I can't, oh well. So I already do 2 sports. I do judo and rugby. And I know for a fact that my parents will want to take me. I'll pay for it, which is fair enough, I get that. But yeah. If there was one in Burnley that I could go to on say Saturday, that wouldn't be too bad. But Saturdays is when we play rugby tournament wise, so that'd be no good really. So it'd probably have to be a Sunday. And obviously I've got the thing of cadets. Cadet stuff happens on Sundays, so who knows? I'll have to have a proper think about it, and then be like, oh yes, I will absolutely do that. There is one thing that is annoying me about my uniform, right? I'm trying to get my ranking slides, so they sit there and like they don't open up, if you know what I mean. I'll show you in a sec when I've done this one. So what sometimes happens is they're on your epaulets, but they're like that, kind of. They're open. It's right paint backside. Really annoys me. But who knows? I don't know if there's a way I can stop it, but I won't be a minute, guys. I'll be back in 1 sec. Just let me put these on here. Going back to sports. If you ever talk to me about doing sport, I recommend doing as much as you can. Because 1, it'll keep you fit. And 2, it's good fun. Sport is really good fun. It's not like going to the gym and on your own and then coming home thinking, wow, don't think I can be bothered. Ow. Don't think I can be bothered with that tomorrow or whatever. I've been with my mates, it's been fun. I'm gonna go again and again and again because it's a social thing more than all else. Bloody hell. I just pricked myself with me safe pin. Oh, it really hurts, does that? It's only a right little prick as well. What a little bugger. Bloody hell. Well, yeah. Do loads of sport. If anyone asks you, do you want to join sport clubs, just say yes. Unless of course it's some crap sport like football, then say no. So I'm taking up something decent like rugby. Or judo. Definitely take up judo. That's a big one. Or I think of another sport, to be honest with you, that I would like to do. Or have done. Badminton, that's a good sport. That's tiring. Very tiring. So did you play a bit of badminton in school? It wasn't the best, but it wasn't the worst, so I'll take it. Swimming, that's good to do. Especially if you go with friends, because then you can make it a competition. Who can do a mile first, who can do this first, who can do this fastest, slowest, whatever, longest. So that's, swimming's a good one for teams and friends and all the rest of it. Look at that. Can't even see it. Can't even see it, it's still bloody. Little bugger. So, thankfully the kicks aren't too bad. Just have a look at the back, because that's where it's going to be worst. If it's just a little bit, I'll just do a quick touch up. I won't bother doing all jog lot. Yeah, they're not too bad. No creases. So, we'll just do a quick touch up. Shh. Don't tell me OC. No, it's okay. They're not bothered how you do it as long as they look good. Neither am I. I've given hints before. If the person doing the inspection can't see it, one, don't point it out. Two, buddy, get away with it. There was next flight sergeant that at wing training day, during drill, or before drill or whenever it is, they're doing inspection. He had a tram line, big tram line. Person doing the inspection missed it. He was mad with himself for having it, but the dude doing the inspection missed it. To my knowledge, this guy was like a warrant officer up or something. I'm not 100%, don't quote me, if you do know. But it just goes to show you that not everything is set in stone. Now I notice a lot on uniform. It's bloody, I'm sad for that sort of stuff. I'm also sad for drill, like I say. I will do a drill video at some point. I won't be in uniform, obviously, for reasons. But I will do one at some point, showing off my drill voice. That's where I want to. So, I'm just moving my crease at the top, only at the top. It doesn't need to be moved anywhere else, because looks untidy if it's different distances apart, if you get what I mean. Again, staff pulled me on it, so I need to do it. I did it before, but I think it's moved back. I don't think the crease was ironed in well enough, so it moved back, and I didn't notice. And then the other day I noticed, I was like, you little bugger. Whoops, anyway. Of course, as always, I got my brew. I'm gonna go grab, because I need some brew. I have been trying to get my friend up to my house so I can do a Q&A with him. Ask him about himself or whatever. But, who knows? I don't think he's up yet. He's right lazy sod. which is the same person that I tried to get on Sunday. Which I tried to get yesterday on my bike ride, but oh well. As always, the Lima mug. Best mug. Only reason I went to Blackpool Zoo. No, it's not. I've got tea. There you go, you could just about see it then. And yes, I am going out later, either on my bike or just to rugby. But if I'm ready now, I'm ready for when I go. So, I like being lazy, just not too lazy. A good brew that. Let's have a look at these box. They are looking much better. I just wish it would stop being a pain in the bum bum. Now it's moved, more central, and thus I can't get knocked down for it. Excuse me, I'm sorry guys. I'm running out of things to talk about, to be honest. Yeah, I'll talk about uniform for a bit. So I was looking up some regs the other day because you know, normal thing to do in your pastime, and because someone asked about tashes, mustaches, and I was like, well, I'm pretty sure Air Force use totally clean shaven. So, like I said I was pretty sure, which means I'm not 100%. So I decided I'll go and have a look. One day, so I was having a look, and you can have a moustache here. It cannot come past your lip. It cannot be connected to anything here, and there can be nothing here. You can have that, and that is it. It has to be a full tash. But yeah, I thought, oh, that's pretty cool that. But you've got to get permission from someone, so I thought, I better not turn up on Tuesday with a tash. I don't think Sir will be very happy. And not just that, it's not growing. Well, it is, but you can feel it, but you can't see it. But any excuse not to have a shave, really, to be honest with you. At this point, I might ask Sir if I can grow a tash. Oh, has Dean all replied? No, of course he hasn't. Useless bugger. Oh well, don't tell him I said that. Unless of course he looks at this video, in which case he's going to say, sorry Dean. Now, you know what I've said about music before? I can't even have music on quietly in the background because my extension lead has it's got 4 plugs in it. It's got the audio mic, it's got Ethernet and charge for my laptop, and it's got my... How miserable is that? Absolutely disgraceful. It's all Dean's fault for not being awake. I'm going to do my shoes after this. May sling another video on, depends how I feel. I don't know what I'll talk about. Something. I'm trying to think of next parade I'm going on. I don't think there is one for a while. I think next one will either be Remembrance Sunday or just one that they decide to do, because why not? Hopefully I think I'll be standard bearing for Legion at thingy again as well. Remembrance Sunday. Means I might get to go to 3 parades again. So people are like, oh, I don't want to go, it's boring after March. What's wrong with marching, you miserable bugger? See, I almost said something bad then, but I changed it. I'm a good NCO. I'm okay. I just wish I was in charge of that drill, because there's someone that can't shout, so yeah. Not my problem. I don't know where my dog's gone. you saw him jump off before. I think he's up at the top of the stairs. But he knocked over. You can just about see some of my polishing kit. He knocked it over as a muppet. But that's the hazards of having a Doog. He's a good Doog though. Oops. I'm tired. I hadn't even done anything right. I woke up 8:30, fell back asleep until about 10 to, and then the dog decided to start barking. Something like this. He sounds like a right plonker. You plonker, Rodney. That's what we should have called him. We should have just called him Rodney. Rodney the dog. Do 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 do. I'm hooked on a feeling. I'm high on believing. You're in love with me. Oh dear me. So yeah. I don't know what we're doing tomorrow night. Probably drilling lessons. I do need to do air power so I can qualify to be a senior cadet. Cause you know, goals, cadet goals, corporal goals. There we go. Got there in the end. Corporal privilege is more like. Hope. Because, here's one for you. Sergeant Butterworth from Rosendale. More accurately, Corporal Butterworth from Rosendale. They were out on DV, on the silver DV. And the lads from our squadron got back. A few goings on. I'm not going to go into the goings on because you need to know bases and what have you. But Corporal Butterworth on DV was Sergeant Butterworth, and the good sergeant, good in quotations. Well, let's just put it this way: he got a chevron cut off. He got demoted or something. Yes, he's now the same rank as me. You know what I mean? I can listen to him. No, I have to listen to him. I can choose to ignore him because there was one outcar. I was making brews for staff, and I had about 5 minutes to brush my teeth, get changed, get into bed. And that was en route back from making brews for staff. So, me being me, says Sergeant, because he was a sergeant then. I says to him, I was making brews for staff sergeant, and he's going, hurry up. Before I said that, I said, I was making brews for staff sergeant. He says, I'm sure you were, cadet. And then he said something along the line, something similar to one of my other friends who at the time was also a cadet. He's now a corporal as well. And now my friend and I are both corporals, and so is he. I'm going to make sure that he knows that he isn't as good as me. Not by being me, but by having the support of the others, because you know, he doesn't deserve it. He doesn't deserve people to be kind to him because he's quite horrible and he pulls rank. I mean, like, seriously pulls rank. He's like, well, I'm a sergeant, so you should touch me. Stuff like that. He's a horrible human being. But anyway, enough ranting. I'm glad there's a corporal now. That's all from me, guys. I hope you enjoy this video, and I will see you again soon for another one. Bye, guys.